Hi guys! Welcome to another episode of Learn Math with Sir Mark, and on this video, I'm going to discuss solving equations transformable into quadratic equations. But before anything else, please don't forget to subscribe on my channel and click the bell button so that you will be notified whenever I'm going to upload a new video. So if you're ready, let's begin. Okay, in the first 2 weeks of your lesson, so you learned how to solve quadratic equations, right? So on this video, you're going to encounter, an equation which is not quadratic, but eventually you will notice you can transform it or you can convert it into quadratic equation and apply all the lessons that you learned in those 2 weeks. Okay, so take a look at this. Problem number 1, solve for b in the equation b plus 3 raised to 4 minus 12 times b plus 3 to b squared plus 35 equals 0. Okay, so obviously if you're going to expand it, you're going to end up with a 4th degree equation. 4th degree because the highest exponent is 4. Now, but notice, by examining it, b plus 3 to b plus 3 din yan. Alright? So, if you're going to let, b plus 3 to b squared to a certain variable, let's say x. So, tong b plus 3 to the 4th na yan can be expressed as x squared na lang. See that? Okay, x squared na lang because b plus 3 to b squared raised to 2, that's b plus 3 raised to 4, right? Minus 12, and then yung b plus 3 to b squared, that's simply x, plus 35 equals 0. There you go. So from, as you can see here, it's now down to quadratic. So therefore, you can now apply all the techniques that you learned in your previous lesson, right? So obviously, we can apply factoring here, alright? So factors of 35, that will give you a sum of negative 12. That's x minus 7 times x minus 5 equals 0. See that? So therefore, the values of x here are 7 and 5. But take note, we are not looking for the values of x. We are looking for the value of b. Now, tanong, ano ba yung b? So the first one is b plus 3, to b squared. That's equal to 7. Then the other one, b plus 3 to b squared. That's equal to 5. Tama? So now, take note, so if you watch my previous video, so pwede nyo i-apply dito yung extracting the roots. Okay? So that is b plus 3 equals plus minus square root of 7. See that? So therefore, the values of b here are negative 3 plus minus square root of 7. As simple as that. See that? Okay, now doing the same here. So I'm going to extract the roots. B plus 3 equals plus minus square root of 5. So therefore, the values of b here are negative 3 plus minus square root of 5. There you go. Now, ang tanong, how many values of b? 4. So, okay. And you can verify that. So since the highest degree is 4, it means, at most 4 yung roots. Clear? Okay, problem number 2. Solve for x in the equation x over x plus 1 plus 3 times the quantity x plus 1 over x minus 4 equals 0. Okay, so at first glance, you will notice that x over x plus 1 and x plus 1 over x are reciprocal of each other. So like what we did in number 1, so we're going to let, so x over x plus 1 into one variable, let's say y. So meaning to say, so this x plus 1 over x, can be written as the reciprocal of y, which is 1 over y. See that? Okay, so now what I'm going to have here is, so substitute. So this one will become y plus 3 times this, which is 1 over y. Or, I'm going to have 3 over y minus 4 equals 0. See that? Next, so what I'm going to do is to multiply both sides by y. Alright, multiply kayo ng y. So what I'm going to have here is y squared minus 4y plus 3 equals 0, and which is factorable, right? So the factors are y minus 3, okay, factors ng 3 is y minus 3 times y minus 1 equals 0. So check natin, so this will give you a product of 3, sum of negative 4. So clearly, the values of y here are 3 and 1. Dalawa. However, once again, so we are looking for the value of x, not y. So therefore, so dalawa yung, we're going to equate it. Okay, so equate natin yung y, which is x over x plus 1 equals 1, equals 3. Then the other one, x plus 1, x over x plus 1 equals 1. There you go. So therefore, doing this first one, so I'm going to have cross multiply ko yan. So x equals 3x plus 3. See that? Then combined like terms, so I'm going to have negative 2x. Okay, x minus 3x is negative 2x equals 3. So therefore, x equals negative 3 over 2. Alright, so this is one value. Alright, next, here, so cross multiplication, I'm going to have x equals x plus 1. And obviously, makikita nyo dyan, this is not valid. This is not true. Because, makakancel yan, what will be left here is 0 equals 1. And which is not true. Alright, so therefore, we have to reject this. Okay, we have to reject that. So therefore, in this problem, there's only one solution, and that is x equals negative 3/2. Okay, next. Okay, problem number 3. Let x, y, and z be positive real numbers that satisfy the three equations below. Find x plus y plus z. Okay, at first glance, it looks complicated, but hindi yan ganun kahirap. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add all of them. Okay, in the sense that x plus y plus z, you cannot combine them, so just write it as is. X plus y plus z. Right? Then y squared plus z squared plus z squared, x squared, you cannot combine them, so write it as is. X squared plus y squared plus z squared. Same thing with this one, 2xz plus 2yz plus 2xy. So that is, factor out ko na yung 2. So I'm going to have 2xz plus 2yz, xy, I mean, plus 2yz. There you go. Equals 13 plus 14 plus 15, that's 42. There you go. See that? Take note, we're looking for the sum of x plus y plus z. Actually, you're going to have an idea there. Okay, actually, etong yan, you can group this one. This is just x plus y plus z to be squared. If naalala nyo yung lesson nyo nung grade 7 kayo, if you're going to square this trinomial, that will give you x squared plus y squared plus z squared. Then multiply this times 2. So that will give 2xy. Multiply this times 2. That will give you 2yz. And multiply this times 2. That will give you 2xz. As simple as that. Clear? Plus, of course, ito. X plus y plus z. Okay? Equals 42. Now, that's already quadratic. Okay? So, tanong ang hinahanap, x plus y plus z. So, therefore, kung yun na yun, di ba? We can actually factor this. So, if you want to let this, parang kung di nyo pa rin ma-visualize, so, sige, gawin natin. I'm going to let this, okay, equal to variable. Let's say, m. So, therefore, I'm going to have, unahin ko to, m squared, okay, plus m minus 42 equals 0. So, therefore, factorable yan. Ang factors niyan, factors ng negative 42 is m plus 7. Bakit plus 7? Kasi positive yan. Positive 1. So, this is m minus 6. So, therefore, the values of m here, which is x plus y plus z, it cannot be equal to negative 7. Okay? Hindi yan pwede mag-negative. Okay, so, kasi x, y, z are positive. So, therefore, the values here that we're going to accept is just 6. Okay, yung 6 lang. See that? Okay. Next, problem number 4. Well, ilang beses nyo nakita to, but this time, dinagdagan ko ng ganito. Okay. So, now, evaluate square root of 2 times square root of 2 times square root of 2 times square root of 2 and so on. So this ellipsis means the process will continue. Same with this, minus square root of 2 plus square root of 2 plus square root of 2 ellipsis, same thing will happen. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to let this, okay, equal to a variable, let's say x. Ito, gawin kong y. Okay, then solve it separately. Okay. Okay, ulitin ko. This one will be my x. Okay, this one will become my y. There you go. So, therefore, yung x ko is equal to square root of 2 times square root of 2 times square root of 2 and so on. So, solving for x, so square both sides. So, I'm going to have x squared, okay, equals to square root of 2, square root of 2, and so on. So, x squared over 2 equals this square root of 2, square root of 2, square root of 2. And take note, this is equal to x, right? So, that is x squared over 2 equals x. Then, that's it. Combine like terms, cross multiply. So, that will be equal to 2x. Then, transpose mo, alright? So, that will be equal to x squared minus 2x equals 0. So, there are two values of x here, 0 and 2, right? So, x times x minus 2 equals 0. So, the values of x here are 0 and 2. But since, okay, square root, never siya mag-0, obvious naman, tama? So, we disregard x equals 0. Alright? So, therefore, ang value niyan, okay, meron na akong 2. Okay? So, meron na akong, this is the same as 2 minus. Ang kailangan ko na lang, ito expression na to. Okay? Next. Okay, so that is, since this is equal to y, so y equals square root of 2 plus square root of 2 plus square root of 2 plus and so on. So that will be square both sides, okay, equals 2 plus square root of 2 plus square root of 2 plus and so on. Now, take note, okay, yung second term ko sa right side ng equation is just the same as the given y. So, therefore, quadratic equation, y squared minus y minus 2 equals 0. And that's factorable. Y minus 2, y plus 1 equals 0. So, therefore, the values of y here are 2 and negative 1. Take note, positive to, okay, by the principal root. So, therefore, never siyang magiging negative. So, we have to disregard negative 1. So, therefore, so yung value ng y, this expression here is also equal to 2. So, therefore, this minus this is just equal to 2 minus 2. So, therefore, the answer here in this problem is 0. See that? Okay, next, problem number 5, second to the last. B equals 1, solve for B. B equals 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 plus and so on. Okay. Dapat makita nyo agad yung pattern. So, let me rewrite it. B equals 1 over 2 plus. So, this one here is just the same as B. That's it. As simple as that. Tama? Then that's it. Cross multiply. So, that will be 2B plus B squared equals 1. So, arrange ko lang. B squared plus 2B minus 1 equals 0. So, obviously, hindi siya factorable. So, what we're going to do is to apply the quadratic formula. Okay, at this point, I'm expecting kabisado nyo na siya. So, that is, B equals, using quadratic formula, negative 2, okay, plus minus, square root of B squared, okay, that's 2 squared, minus 4A, my A is 1, my C is negative 1. See that? All over 2A. My A is 1. That's it. So, B equals negative 2 plus minus. Negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. So, 4 plus 4, that will give you square root of 8. Okay? Ang square root of 8, that's 4 times 2. Square root of 8. Write it. Okay. Square root of 8. All over 2. But take note, so if you watch my previous video, in-emphasize ko to, yung square root of m over square root of m times square root of n, it's the same as square root of mn. In-emphasize ko yan if you watch my previous video. So, ano ibig sabihin? Yung square root of 8, guys, okay, class, yung square root of 8, that means square root of 4 times 2. So, meaning, I can break it down like this, square root of 4 times square root of 2. And we know square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 2, you cannot simplify that. So, therefore, ang square root of 8 is the same as 2 square root of 2. So, meaning to say, I can rewrite this as b equals negative 2 plus minus, ang square root of 8 once again, that's 2 square root of 2 all over 2. And clearly, maka-cancel ko yung mga 2. Right? So, therefore, ang final answer ko dito, b equals negative 1 plus minus square root of 2. But take note, kung take note, you have to be very careful. Kung tatanggalin ko yung plus dyan, negative 1 minus square root of 2, that's a negative number. So, this will never be negative. So, therefore, we have to ignore yung negative square root of 2. Okay? Clear tayo So, you have to ignore that. So, therefore, ang final answer dito should be yung positive lang. Yung square root of 2 minus 1 or negative 1 plus square root of 2. Only. Okay? There you go. Last item on this video. Solve for x in the equation x equals 1 plus 1 over x plus 1 over x plus and so on. Now, the trick is this. Okay, let me rewrite it. Alright? Rewrite ko lang. X equals 1 plus 1 over x. Okay? Plus 1 over x plus and so on. Now, if you notice, the way I rewrite it, nagput ako ng space. Bakit? So, okay. So, since meron akong plus 1 dyan, okay, so what I'm going to do is, dapat meron din akong 1 plus dyan. Alright, 1 plus. So that this one here will become equal to x. See that? Ayan x equals 1 plus that expression. But take note, pag nag-add ako ng 1, dapat magsusubtract din ako ng 1. So, in other words, para ka nag-add ng 0. So, you're not changing anything. Hindi mo binabago yung value ng expression. See that? Okay, so with that, so what I'm going to have here is x equals 1 plus 1 over x minus 1. Then this entire thing here, etong yan, that's equal to x. That's equal to x. See that? Then balik tayo dun sa usual natin ginagawa. So that is x minus 1. Okay, transpose ko doon. O equals 1 over x plus x is 2x minus 1. See that? Then cross multiply. Okay, so that is x minus 1 times 2x minus 1 equals 1. Then FOIL method. X times 2x, that's 2x squared. This one is negative 2x. Okay. This one is negative x. And lastly, this is positive 1 equals 1. Now, obviously, maka-cancel yung 1, right? So, therefore, combining like terms, so I'm going to have 2x squared minus 3x. And of course, factor out yung x, I'm going to have 2x minus 3. And clearly, the values of x here are 0 and 3 over 2. But obviously, you have to ignore 0 again because this will never be 0. Okay, so the only answer here is 3 halves. See that? So I hope you learned something on this video. So please don't, if you like my solution, my explanation, so please like and feel free to share. Subscribe na rin. Keep safe.